Big up everyone, man. Views on Sport back again with another video. Hope you're well today on this Friday, and hope everyone has a great weekend up and coming. We will be here for the watch along tomorrow, Arsenal fans, so make sure you tune into that. But you know what it is, you know why we're here. We're here to check some transfer news. We are going to go on to Sky Sports Spews to begin. Let me just get that a little bit brighter. There we go. Bash. On the screen it goes. Make sure you're smashing the like. Make sure you are subscribing. We are on the road to at least 2.5k. Obviously 3k, the main milestone. But Everton latest, Diblin won't feature in Saints EFL opener. Fair play. Villa midfielder Ramsey offered new deal. Chelsea latest, Blues hope to sign Garnacho for less than 50 million, Man United's asking price. So that's going to be interesting. Let's have a quick little look at that. They hope to sign him for less than the 50 M's. Chelsea believe they can sign Alejandro Garnacho for less than Man United's 50 million asking price. Maybe because they know United have spent quite a lot this summer. And I'm just going to be honest, as an Arsenal fan, you know, as of right now, their transfer window has been better than ours. I'm not saying Sesko's better than Gyökeres. I'm just saying the whole package. They're linked with Baliba. They're linked with Donnarumma. I'm sure we're going to get into it. But, yeah, that's just my little 2 pence. Ruben Amorim left Garnacho out of his preseason squad and has said the forward wants a different leadership. Chelsea have been interested in signing the 21-year-old for more than 12 months, although they have not made a bid yet. Don't know how interested they were. Then Garnacho has 3 years remaining on his contract at United, and they want to get him for less than 50 million, knowing that he's still young as well. So, yeah, I think they're trying to take advantage of the fact that United spent quite a lot as well. And why not? Why not? Meanwhile, there are no immediate plans to sign another centre-back as short-term replacement for Levi Colwill. Yeah, obviously he's had a bad injury, the same as Maddison. Never a good thing. Never want to see, you know, any player at the end of the day. So it's a cutthroat industry, man. Do you know what I mean? If you do get real bad injuries and you never come back from them, you know what I mean? Yeah, you can go from being Premier League star to Dele Alli like real quick, and he ain't even an injury. It's just, you know what I'm saying? Just literally nowhere now. But anyway, it is something that's being considered, but Chelsea have signed centre-back Joro Hato from Ajax, and they have other options in that position, including Wesley Fofana, who is back training with the first team after a hamstring injury. Yeah, that is fair play, and obviously they still got Cucurella, so they're not going to just put Hato straight at left-back, so it makes sense for you. It might just slip in, so maybe they won't need to buy a centre-back. Chief correspondent provides update on Chelsea, Garnacho, Xavi Simons, as well as suggested Nico Jackson could be on his way out of Stamford Bridge. Well, that's what Fabrizio was saying. He was also talking about Nkunku as well. So when I hear about all these exits, I start getting scared as an Arsenal fan. But, you know, hopefully no more Chelsea players at the Emirates. But they value him. Man United value him at 50, and Chelsea are obviously going to try and get lower than that. But that's all they've really said. It's not really, there's no real kind of more insight as to why they're going to do that. I mean, I think we all know, but they were interested in the winter window. However, a deal never materialized, was given extra time off. Yeah, I mean, it looks like it will happen, to be fair. I think they're still probably trying to get Xavi Simons as well. So, like I said, even they've had a good window. Garnacho aside, every other signing for me has been competent. Do you know what I mean? Maybe they'll get a tune out of Garnacho. I don't know. But, you know, is Garnacho better than Madueke? You know, that's another question. Newcastle latest, Magpies to return for Wissa once Bees replace forward. Okay, so what, they're going to wait for Brentford? I don't understand why Arsenal's not in for Wissa either. Personally, let me know in the comments below. Former Man City boss Taylor appointed Liverpool women head coach. Okie dokie. Villa sign Guisand from Nice. Hope I've said that right. Don't even know who it is. Bramall Lane braced for tale of the unknown in both dugouts. Liverpool latest, Slot refuses to be drawn on Isak's speculation. I think they've made their standing point quite clear, and Isak's obviously twerking. I'm quite confident that Isak will be at Liverpool. I'd like Newcastle to dig their heels in, especially the fact that they can't really find, Sesko, Gyökeres, Osherman, all like the strikers have kind of gone in it. So unless you're going for Jackson or Watkins, and Villa don't want to sell Watkins, so it's a bit of a sticky one. But we'll wait and see what goes on. Chelsea confirmed Colwell surgery after ACL injury, so it's not looking good, bruv, in the words of Castillo. Bournemouth latest cherries eyeing double transfer swoop. Let's have a look, because they haven't really been doing much. They've kind of just been getting players taken from them. I'll have a quick little look at that. Bournemouth interested in Leverkusen winger Amin Adli. Fair play. Never heard of him. 25-year-old added to their short list of targets for wide areas. Adoni Iraola has been very keen to add in that position this summer. Adli has 3 years left on his deal. Like I said, never heard of him. Brentford keyed on Ouattara. Now, I have heard of him. Bournemouth winger Dango Ouattara. I remember him getting a hat-trick last season, but didn't really remember anything else other than that. But he is playing in the league, so it might be a good business for them. He has told Bournemouth he wants to explore options this summer amid interest. Okay, so Brentford have been in the market for a new wide player after selling Brian Mbeumo to United for 71. The club also remain interested in winger Amari Hutchinson at Ipswich. This is what I'm trying to say. Even him, I think, has probably got more of a ceiling than Madueke. Sorry, I've got a bit of a irritated eye as well at the moment. Excuse me. Ouattara still has 3 years left on his current deal as well, after joining from FC Lorient in January of 2023. We know about Darwin. I don't know why they're showing the picture here. Maybe because Bournemouth are in advanced talks with Lille over a deal for Bafode Diakite. PSG in advance of Barney talks, but we knew that already, so let me just back out of that. We'll have a quick little skim over the paper talk, then we'll have a quick skim on X. We are in northwest London, so my apologies for the sirens. Arsenal are waiting to see if Real Madrid winger Rodrygo can leave on loan. Sky is now saying this. I mean, I saw, what's his name, La African Raccoon. He did pop out of the garbage long enough to tell us that there might be a loan on the table. But to be honest with you, like, why on earth would they want to do that? Do you know what I mean? Like, they've already said they'll sell him if he wants to go, but if he don't, they'll happily keep him. So why would they want to just loan him? And then didn't Fabrizio and everyone come out and say that he's happy at Madrid? So I don't think this has got any legs. For me, it's a bit embarrassing, because this is the sort of player we should have just been putting big money down for. Do you know what I mean? But instead, we went and got Noni Madueke. Like I said, it's nothing personal. I'm saying the business don't make sense, though. Do you know what I mean? Every time it's a quality player, Gyökeres, we're haggling. Eze, that's all gone quiet. Rodrygo. Now, them 3 should have been the first people through the door, by the way. Let me not digress too much, but yeah, this is what I'm trying to say as an Arsenal fan. And now you're talking about loaning Rodrygo. But you went and bought Madueke for a lot more money than he's worth. Like, come on, man. Aston Villa look to open contract talks with captain John McGinn amid interest from Everton. They're trying to be a little bit crude in it. They got Dewsbury Hall. They're trying to get Grealish. You know what I mean? But with Maddison out, that might be another interesting topic. Grealish to Spurs, because they haven't really done a lot either, have they? Spurs, amid interest from Everton and Newcastle. Liverpool have drawn up a short list of forwards, including PSG's Bradley Barcola, but we did know that. We did report on that before, and I like Barcola a lot. PSG will probably want big money for him. The only thing with Barcola is just the final third, but he is very, very dangerous. I definitely would take a punt. I would have taken a punt on him over Madueke, but what do I know? Newcastle really like Wolves striker Jurgen Strand Larsen. An approach cannot be ruled out. However, Wolves could demand a fee in the region of £60 million. I mean, he was all right. Did get a few goals last season. I don't know how many, but £60 million. Jeez. Newcastle's chances of securing Brentford striker Johan Wissa have been boosted as the Bees eye a move for Bournemouth Dango Ouattara. I mean, like I keep saying, I don't know why we Arsenal are not all over this Wissa thing. I don't understand. I don't understand it, because I don't think we've done enough, and we definitely ain't addressed the left wing, in my opinion. Barcelona have stripped goalkeeper Ter Stegen of the club captaincy. I think I told you guys that yesterday. Liverpool have drawn up we read that already. Arsenal are planning on approaching Crystal Palace midfielder Eberiche Eze. I must wait to see if Real Madrid Rodrygo can leave on loan. I mean, Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. I mean, look, don't get me wrong. I mean, if there's any truth in it, which I don't really believe, but if there is, then yes, bring him. Hurry up. Like, do you know what I'm saying? We need all the quality players we can get. Whether Arteta can use them or not, that's a whole nother question. No, it is my opinion, but there you go. So there's nowhere else for him to hide. How can you give him top quality players and he can't use them? So that's why I want these players to come. I want us to start planning for Arsenal and not for Arteta. But anyway, The Athletic, Jacko's Bible. Initial assessments indicate the ankle injury Morgan Rodgers picked up in Aston Villa's 4-0 win against Roma is not thought to be serious. Wow. Rodgers was someone I really liked last season towards the back end. Really impressed me. You know what I mean? Don't know how much he would cost. 60 plus probably. You know what I mean? Someone that we could really, you know, and then sell Moreno. Oh, it was all right. You know what I mean? But see you later, mate. I'm being dead serious. Do you know what I'm saying? Play Rice as a 6. You can rotate with Zubimendi. Like, I'm being dead serious. But of course, what do I know? What do I know? Aston Villa, yeah, we heard about the John McGinn stuff. Excuse me. And it's looking dead. That's it. Is that the news done? They're talking about how many matches we're going to get on Sky. 128 to at least 215 games. Well, you better not be saying Super Sunday and it's the 2 bottom teams in the league. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, make it make sense. But there we go from Sky. Excuse me, let me stop sharing that. We'll start to share ZX and then we will call it a day, but we'll have a quick little look anywho. You know, we'll see what the old content pushers are saying today. Look at Arsenal. Look, our number 22 is here to stay. So now they've announced Ethan Nwaneri, yeah, which is very, very good, obviously. But like I said, man, it's going to be interesting. Yeah, now it's official. Obviously, we knew that he'd obviously signed a 5-year deal with us. We knew all of this, but go on the Ethan. Obviously, I'm happy that he's here. I want him to. I got belief in him. A little part of me is like, how big is your ambition, though? Do you know what I'm saying? How big is your ambition? Because I think, you know what I mean? I think he's a better player than Odegaard now, but your off-the-ball stuff is yet to be, yeah? So off the ball, maybe not as good as Odegaard. On the ball, way better than Odegaard. So I'm happy for it, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I do question some of these players' ambitions. Maybe they do believe something can change, but we will wait and see. But to be fair, instead of going through my homepage, because obviously we got Fabrizio there, we might as well just go straight on to him. Understand Garnacho has agreed every detail of personal terms with Chelsea. Deal done on player side. He only wants Chelsea as revealed here since July. So we know that. Is this all going to be down to the clubs to figure out what they're going to do? More on Kingsley Coman and Al Nassr. Exclusive story. He scored against Spurs the other day as well. Was it yesterday? There's already a proposal on the table for both player and Bayern, with negotiations ongoing between all parties. Talks underway to make decisions as soon as possible. He was someone that Arsenal was kind of linked with, that was spoken about a little bit. Excuse me, guys. Obviously, this guy I'd rather get. Johan Wissa now pushing to join Newcastle as negotiations between clubs are underway. This is annoying for me, man. We just obviously reported about the Ouattara stuff. Then he's obviously showing you the Nwaneri stuff again, Coman and Al Nassr. It's a very slow news week, to be honest. Obviously, the Sesko stuff, that was probably the big story of yesterday. He'll be unveiled at Old Trafford tomorrow. He's now completing second part of his medical at United, and he was very eager to get that kind of over the line and travel, and you know what I mean? Madness, innit? Someone was saying, or United fans were trying to say that he didn't want to come to Arsenal. Maybe so. Maybe he looks at Højlund and thinks, yeah, mate, like you ain't gonna keep me out of the team. And he looks at Arteta and thinks he fancies Kai Havertz. How am I ever gonna, how am I gonna get in front of the side piece? So If it ain't the bloody police, it's the drug dealing ice cream van. You know, like in Friday, Big Worm and that. I do apologize, people. But yes, he's in the country. He's doing his medical. Here we go. All of that has happened, and like I keep saying, Man United are having a good window. Better than Arsenal, by the way. Better than Arsenal. Atletico Madrid are closing in on Giacomo Raspadori after a deal official. Sorry, Raspadori deal, if I can talk, after official bid sent today. Never heard of these guys. The Zabani to PSG is now a here we go. We told you about that yesterday. Lucas Chevalier and Zabani hopeful to get their moves, and they are both there anyway. Arthur Masuaku to Sunderland. Here we go. Deal agreed with the left back. Do you know what I mean? At least he identifies as a left back. Like, we haven't actually got a proper left back at Arsenal at the moment, you know, which is a bit worrying for me. But there you go. We let Kieran Tierney go for nothing. There's the Coman news again. There's the Raspadori news again. Exclusive story about Max Saline joins Watford. Yeah, we did bring you that yesterday. Vitor Rice joins Girona on loan as well. That's a bit crazy, isn't it? He only went to Man City, was it last season? Do you know what I'm saying? But this is what big clubs do, man. This is what competent clubs do. If it ain't working out, you know, like Big Worm, can you allow it? Like, Jesus Christ, like, oh. But if it ain't working out, then we're going to look at options. We're going to find solutions. Do you know what I'm saying? Not new positions, but you get me, new positions in new teams. How about that? Lucas Haradecki, if I've said that right, as new goalkeeper. Yep, AS Monaco sealed the deal. So there you go. Napoli agreed the deal to sign Miguel Gutierrez from Girona. That was a here we go. We did speak about that yesterday as well. Also the Garnacho stuff. Valencia have opened talks to sign Danjuma, with player keen on the move. Negotiations ongoing. And look at Danjuma, man. Was messing us up, wasn't he? You know what I'm saying? Jesus Christ. Alvaro Morata to Como. We did speak about that. That is a here we go as well. They finally got that done. Al Nassr has booked medical tests for Inigo Martinez. Zachary, yeah, I think I read that one. Young Boys, I think I read that yesterday. Sesko to undergo his medical. Look at the pictures they show of him all the time. Just doing kangaroo things, innit? It's madness. But, boy, let's see if they can put it together, because they are cooking in the market. I can't lie about that. They got Rashford on loan. You know, his wages off the books. Look, Garnacho, they'll probably get money for him as well. They'll probably end up getting rid of Højlund if they tell him that they want him to go. So we'll have to wait and see. Jan Ziolowski due to, oh yeah, I think I read that one yesterday as well. Leonard Carl will sign new deal at Bayern. He scored as well yesterday against Spurs, as well as Jackson Christopher Nkunku, also not expected to play in the upcoming games and will leave Chelsea this month. Talks ongoing with several clubs keen and movements taking place for his exit. Jackson and Nkunku both expected to leave. You see what I'm saying? Exodus, people. Exodus. But not with Arsenal. It's all sentiment. Oh, give him another year. Oh, he was in hospital for the last how many years? Yeah, that means his ability is not there, innit? He's got to go. But anyway, Man United are set to discuss with Rasmus Højlund about his future. That's what we're saying. AC Milan aware of possible opportunity on initial loan, with heavy loan fee and salary covered. Højlund insists on staying at Man United, not scared by competition. Well, you are going to be on the bench, mate. You know what I mean? And if United tell you that they want you to bounce, then AC Milan. But again, they're having problems selling their players as well. Because let's be honest, you know, most of them are rubbish, innit? You know, Garnacho, I think, probably would do better, you know, elsewhere, maybe at Chelsea, but I think a different league. We saw that Rashford, I'm not saying he was doing really well, but you know what I'm saying? He looked a lot better at Villa. So, yeah, I don't know. But Højlund, I mean, who's going to be paying big money for him? Chelsea have not activated immediate emergency plan. Okay, for Colwill. Seville have rejected 17 million euros from Napoli for Wanlu. Okay, the Spanish club asked for 20 million plus add-ons. Bologna are closing in on Alessandro Zanoli deal from Napoli, 5 million plus 1 million add-on. Yeah, and then we're going over the same news really here, guys. So I mean, let me know your thoughts, man. Let me know your thoughts on all of that. Do you think Chelsea should get another centre back? I mean, I think they should be covered if I'm being terribly honest. You know what I mean? What do you think Rasmus should do? Should he hold bench or should he try and go to Serie A? I know what I would do. And let me know your thoughts on all of that stuff, man. It's been a slow week. Like I said, there is little bits here and there, but it's not boom, 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 how it kind of was right at the start. Hopefully, we might get a little bit more movement from Arsenal. But like, share, subscribe, all the good stuff, man. Back again with another video soon, peeps.